Hello everyone, welcome back. I managed to close the loop. We are in Hawaii, we are flying Tecnam again. The weather is, well, not so great, but I think it will be even more fun for the IFR flight. Great to see you all, and I'll show you what it's about. I closed the loop, I played the last part on the bass, earlier I played the first part on the guitar. Lukaila, Varg Varg, Wolfie Wolfie, Varg Varg. Great to see you, welcome again. Hello, hello. Oh, I know, you're about to see the Tecnam. I honestly didn't read the change log, and I lowered my expectations a bit, so I'm just enjoying flying it on autopilot, polishing my flows, but not bothering about every single detail anymore. And I think single engine still doesn't work, so I'm not even trying it. Anyway, it should be fun. Right, let's move on the bass. And I will show you briefly what we're going to understand, right? That both engines start when you turn one over. I don't know, I wasn't looking, I was just looking at the one being started. So we can have a look at that. Also, it might be a bit difficult because the starter is in a bit of weird position, but yeah, I can definitely have a look, so I hope I will not forget. Actually, maybe we can just jump and try it already. Also, I see the plane is not in the fully parking right position. Let's get it. So we need to go here and get it prepared for parking. Hey, Laptop Android, welcome, welcome. Great to have you. And you should have your shoutouts. There's Tabletop Android. Kala, did you have your shoutout? What happened? I'll do it in a minute. Right, so I did prepare it for parking, and it should be looking a bit better now. But we can have a look at the starters. Where are the props? There they are. So there's one prop, and let's check it. So I click the left starter. It's turning! Amazing! And now check the other one. So we just did the prop, I hit the opposite starter, and it's not turning. Alright, so it seems to be a problem only with the left starter that is turning the both engines. Interesting, well. Probably just sincerely back one line to correct somewhere. I would assume that's the case. Well, that's a bit funny. Anyway, I won't bother about it. I'll just look at the right engine. The correct engine. Shouldn't be a problem. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Does this plane have random damage error? I don't think it has any random damage error, but I don't remember it having it. It does also have some randomization on engine start, and you can pull most of the circuit breakers to simulate some errors. Like for example, you can pull out the landing gear circuit breaker, it will not extend, and then you have the emergency gear extension here, which works pretty well. So that's what it has. Ayla, there was your shoutout, and Falco, where is your shoutout? Should be there in a minute, aside from the engine thing. Yes. Yes. Well, I think there is still some work that needs to be done here, but I'm not sure if and when it will be there. I think I'm going to get in and work on the flight model a bit. Ooh, I really like this plane. Yeah, I don't have zero experience working on the flight model, and there are also things I would like to get corrected, but I couldn't find any reliable data, so I couldn't just forward it to FSS because, well, if I don't have data, what can they do? They said if I say something should be lower. That's not really telling them much. And to be fair, that's a reasonable approach. Right, I like the loop, but I will kill it already. And let's get the music going. Right, I will disconnect the guitar stuff, so I'll disappear for a second. Be right back. And here I am. Guitar stuff is disconnected, so I can now listen to the fancy music together with you. I hope the music is coming through okay. I need to adjust its volume just a bit, so the limiter and compressing is not killing it. Okay. So the plan for today is similar to the last time, but we are a bit north, so we went from Tahiti and Bora Bora just up north to Hawaii. I planned the flight from Honolulu to whatever this place is called. No, that's gonna be my thing now. Ehol. I am not great at the names. Kona, let's call it Kona. Kona is better, but this thing looks just like a keyhole, which it isn't. Had me confused. And on our way there, we'll just fly over this island. So other one of the airports, I think this one, that's what I put in the flight plan. Well, the flight plan is not fully ready yet. So we need to do the planning. And there's ATC here. It's been here for a while. Also, the person that is just here logged in only some time ago, only 2 hours ago. So chances are they will stay for a while. Anyway, it will take forever for me to get the plane ready and the flight plan. So bear with me. It's gonna be fun. And the weather is interesting. Not typical Hawaii weather. So also things I like about the plane is, well, they have done a lot of work on the modeling. Not everything is right, so they added pitch animations to the prop blades, but they now load in the feather position, which shouldn't be the case. They should be totally flat when they load in. That's the situation when you shut it down, but last time we checked, after shutting it down, it's a-okay. I super like the concrete blocks being here. Although, as we learned, those T letters, they do have the tie-down spots here, supposedly. That's what people from the US are telling me. But the place where I have been flying, we had to add some concrete blocks, just like those ones. And we have the chokes, we have the covers. It's pretty nice. Also like the emergency exit hatch. That's a cool detail there. Also, the fuel tanks are not painted in some of the airframes. I'm not exactly sure what is the reason, but that is the case on some of the airframes. And yes, I do think the flight model needs some touch, but again, I couldn't find any reliable data. So we're gonna deal with it sometime later. And the thing about the prop model is that on the outside view, well, this blade is incorrect. It should be mirrored. So it's turning this way. But that one is obviously wrong. This one is correct. And on the other side, I think we have the similar situation. This one is correct, this one is wrong. But the funny thing here is, if we go to the inside view and we can just use the pre-flight things to jump around the plane, then the model is different all of a sudden. Which is super confusing. So here the blades are correct. Well, a bit more correct here, at least the angle. Then the textures. I think there was something weird about the prop model also in this view. But we'll see all about that. What do we do first? Do we start up the aircraft or do we do some planning? Let's do some planning, then we'll start up the aircraft, and then we'll review exactly what I need to be flying. So do the full briefing, well, full-ish briefing. Cool. So lesson learned last time was to check the arrivals as well, because, well, it turned out to be an issue for me. Where do we want to take off? Where will they get us for takeoff? Actually, we can have a look at the 80s. Oh, and we need to connect to VATSIM first and foremost. So I'll go here. Number 225 Victor X-Ray, which is my personal registration at this point. P2006T, which is the Tecnam, and we can go and connect. I hope it's gonna work. So I moved the camera a bit up, so you see a bit less of me. I hope it looks fine. I'm not just cut there in the middle. Right, we have the Honolulu Center and the 80s. And now we can have a look at the 80s here. I think I do prefer reading it here. Well, what's it say? Arrival departure information Oscar. Looks like an Oscar to me. 320 at 5. Alright, 10 mile visibility, P023, scatter 033, broken 060, 2419, the temperature is 3009. Landing, departing runways 48, expect ILS or visual approach. Whoa. What's Laxa? Laxa runways 4 short of 8L in effect? Interesting. I'm not sure what that's about. NOTAMs. Increased bird strike hazard all runways. Numerous cranes in the vicinity. Like cranes bird or cranes construction cranes? Usually the cranes are the cranes from NOTAMs that pop up all over the airports for whatever reason. Airport check NOTAMs for additional info. Basic information Oscar. Okay, so 4 and 8. Cool. Which runway will we get? So there is 4 and there is 8. So I guess they will get us to 4, so we don't taxi all around the airports. So let's assume that for the time being, there is 4 left and 4 right. They have a gajillion runways here. That's unbelievable. Any disabled plane runway will not kill the airport. Like, the worst case is you probably kill 3 runways. If you're disabled somewhere around here and you block all those 3 runways and there's still 1 left. Amazing. 10 minutes, welcome, great to have you here. Welcome, welcome. We are naming the birds on 80s now, could be confusing. Cranes, robins. And the cool European birds that always come to me in winter. I love them. Also, I'm not sure, but you know, there are also those blue ones. I have seen one. They are a bit rarer and they're super cool. I'll try to show you. Yeah, the blue ones, they're absolutely gorgeous, and at least in my place, they're the rarer one. The more popular one is the black one, and this one is just shy and silent, but I have seen it once, I made some photos. It's a pretty cool bird. I love it. It is cute, and it's slightly different to the other one. Oh, that's not the one. Definitely not the one I know. Nope, nope, nope. I know this one. That's the one we have here, or actually no. Oh, I know. The one I know is great. That's the great one. It's cool. We have those all over, but the blue ones are a bit more rare, but we still have them. They're super nice. Linnet has great hair. Yeah, they're cool birds. I love them. They do come in winter and you can feed them. Many people do that. I mean, buy some stuff and put it on the balcony. Kyla being the first and second and taking the third place. Look, Kyla taking all the podium. Very well done. Right, has everyone gotten the shout out? 10 got it. Black got it. Tabletop Android got it. Folko. Very nice to see you, Folko. How are you doing? And let me schedule a shout out. I think something's messed up with. There we go. No worries, Kyle. It's perfect. Okay, back to the planning. Oh, and there goes... No, they're still here. Alright, I thought the controllers were gone. So, about the flying... Oh, actually, so the last time I planned my arrival to one of the nearby points and it turned out there was no arrival from there. I planned my route to one of the nearby points to the airport and it turned out there was no arrival from that point. So today I will be a bit smarter and check it. Let's see where we can go to make it interesting. So, we're going from Honolulu here. I do want to visit this island and this island, so I think we'll take Victor 1-5. That's my initial planning. It's my turn, it's not possible for whatever reason, and I'll need to change it, but I'm trying to get some idea what to do. Also, usually you would probably just enter this in ForFlight and it would do everything for you, but I'm trying to learn how ForFlight is doing, so... Playing about this. I'm not sure if I like the new camera angle, because I feel like... Looks like I sunk in a bit. We'll see about that. Alright, so that's looking like there's the Honolulu VR, HNL, we go Victor 1-5 to my Kilo. Molokai. Right, crazy names. Victor 1-5. And then let's see. Actually, we can just follow Victor 1-5 over here. Or... No, we need to turn here into Victor 11. Go over this VR and go back to Kona. That has some chance of working. So let's see about that. Alright, and then we go to Kona and to do the V11, Victor 11. Oh, that's a weird one. How do I navigate there? Oh, from this VR. Okay, so that should be easy. Can I go to Robin for the glory of the birds? And then over to Kona VR. And we're good. So let's see if that works. And what arrivals do we have? Right, so 0 for here. On the arrival, 3-5 looks to be the favorable one at the moment. Of course, I'm not looking at the forecast, just whatever is here at the time. Then the departures. Oh, it's quite a lot, but there seem to be departures going to the VR I wanted, so that's okay. And that should be my Kilo 5. Aha, so we go to my Kilo transition. Alright, so that seems reasonable. We have options here. Right, we'll see about that. I think Navigraph is a bit undecided what we need to do, but actually it's pretty nice they have one departure for all the runways. Well, almost all of them. That's gonna make things a bit easier. And then the approaches and the rivals. So let's have a look at the rivals. Oh, kayak arrival. Kayak sounds cool. Actually, there's this one from UPP, Kayak 6. Alright, so that has some chance of working for us. So kayak, UPP, transition. Alright, and now let's see if there is approach that we can take from here. I think we'll just have some uninteresting approaches. Localizer backcourse 3.5. Oh, that's super interesting. Is the backcourse working in Misfits? It most probably will. But there is a good chance it will not. Because what happens is, in the US for some reason, well, probably for simplifying things, the ILS on the both ends of the runway, they are all usually transmitted on the same frequency, and I understand the ATC is just turning them on and off. So only one is operational, but Misfits is not smart enough and just has both of them operational, which means the backcourse is not available. Which can be a bit of a mess, but here I think the backcourse will be available. Right, Koa is the war feeding where we are going, so that's good. Right, I will add it here and let's see. Alright, there's a procedure turn, that's it. Have a look at the chart. Okay, very nice. Also the backcourse. So the way to tell that, I understand, is that the black part, which in my case is white because it's night mode, the solid part is where normally right is indicated. If we're doing this approach, if we go here, we will be indicated that we are on the right, also we're on the left. You will see that in action. And you see the thick part here is also on the same side. Alright, that looks super reasonable. Okay. One thing we're missing is... Right, I wanted Victor on 5. Free Armadillo, welcome. Good day, great to have you here. We are planning the flight around Hawaii from Honolulu to Kona. There is controller here, still, I hope. And we are flying the white whale, also known as Tecnam. It's getting a bit dirty after the last flight. Back to the planning. I super enjoy it and wow. Hey, last time I complained, those things are not indicated here and now they are. So it seems in the US they are because, well, they have all this information. But for Tahiti that was not the case. I just did send it to Gold Coast on the A320. What's Gold Coast? Sounds like America, century ago or two, with the gold rush. Great name, I love it. I haven't been flying much in Australia. Also, I did fly for sure with 10. 10 is always leading the way. Also, if anything is off on the stream or too quiet or anything, please do let me know. I will correct it. I think it's okay though. So maybe... Oh, maybe the mic is a bit quiet. Yeah, I probably should need to speak up a bit. Gold Coast is near Brisbane. I see. Cool enough. My knowledge of Australian geography is not great, so not exactly sure. I think Brisbane is somewhere. Just know where Sydney and Perth are. Everything else, I need to check. Very nice beach scenery on approach. Cool. Good stuff. There's so many places to fly. I love doing it. Right, so Victor 15 to Rabat. No. Yes. No, to Barbie. Right. So Mike Kilo Kilo, Victor 1-5. Actually, I selected a bit too much. Victor 1-5 to Barbie. So Rabat in Polish means a discount, but it's also capital of Morocco, so you can fool people like that. I've done about 6 flights today. 6 flights! Long flights or short flights? That's a lot of flying. Well done. I do like doing shorter hops, so I do more approaches, but every now and then I do enjoy having a longer flight, just looking out the window. It's pretty cool in Misfits. Right, so we go to Barbie, then Victor 11. To Uniform Papa Papa. Main short flights. Very well done. My man. I love it. Good job. Okay. Also, there is a published hold here and here. Where is this hold actually? It's a bit of a weird one. Longest flight was Sydney, stopped at Adelaide, then to Perth. Yeah, Sydney. Oh, stop at Adelaide, then Perth. Alright. That's pretty long. I still don't understand the scale of Australia. It's just huge, but for me, you know, I always look super zoomed up, but I know it's absolutely huge. Right, probably no one in their sane mind would plan a flight like this because it's a longer route, but hey, we'll be looking at things, so I do want to take this route. It's gonna be cool. I think I have some problems picking up to the mic. It's very inconsistent about the volume, so I hope it's okay for you. Sorry if I'm shouting or being too quiet. Alright, that looks pretty nice. So we can go and copy this and put it to the route command so it's there for you. And lo and behold, the root command is there. Perfect. So that's working. Now, what do I do next? Alright, I don't want to file the flight plan on VATSIM. That's the important bit now. Flight plan. If you're looking for something different in VATSIM, I recommend flying the Australian Outback. Which part is the Outback? Is it like the interior? How do I do it now? Do I put the seed and star here? I think I can, why not? If there's any issue, I hope the controller will complain. So the thing is, I always love when there are some mountains, and I always fear that Australia is pretty flat, but I most probably am super wrong. More inland of Australia. Alright, so that's what I imagine, the orange stuff. Right, IFR, and we're going from HNL to HKO. Alternate, I will choose whatever we had in the middle in between, but I removed the name already. PHOG. That's the original airport in Hawaii. I am absolutely sure about that. Just kidding. HOG. Right, departure time 2100 Zulu sounds okay. Now the flight time, let's have a look here. That's 181 miles. So that's gonna take us, we'll be going around 140 knots. So let's say 120, so I do have some extra time for approach and departure. So it's looking like 1.5 hours again. Straight flat in the middle, but if you're in the west of the South Wales, you'll have a mixture of mountains and desert. Oh, that actually sounds good. Now, that's why I recommend it for VATSIM. Are you from Australia by any chance? that how you know, or just been visiting there? Thank you for the suggestion. I will keep it in mind. Tasmanian flats are very nice too if you're like rainforest. I don't think the rainforests are depicted great in Misfits, so that's the sad part. That's Tasmania, so that's the outback. I think we need, well, we don't, oh, I know what we can do. Also, if you don't know me, that's what I do. I just zoom out and scroll the map wherever I want to go. So I would understand this part here is the outback, the orange stuff. I tried flying around, is that Tasmania? I hope I'm not wrong. I tried flying around this part and it seemed a bit boring because it's just flat, so not super nice in Misfits. Also, to be fair, I was in the north part and this part on the south looks a bit more interesting. That is Tasmania. Cool, thank you. Alright, that looks pretty nice. And again, when you fly VFR up close, things tend to look a bit more interesting. Oh. Alright. Cool. I think I'll take the outback first. Yeah, that should definitely look cool VFR. And there's the iris rock somewhere. It's probably sticking out, but we cannot see because we look from the top. Those look like salt lakes. No one flying here. And so many flights here in Honolulu. Cool. Right, back to flight planning. 130, 4 hours fuel, 140 tasks, cruise altitudes. Oh, that's where we might have a problem. Alright, we don't have a problem. So it's 070, the minimum flight level, and we'll take it. It's good for the eastbound flight. This plane does not like flying high. It's a low flying plane. So we'll take 070, and then this one is 054, so that should be okay. Around 4 AM in Australia, no one would be up at this time. I mean, there's nothing stopping anyone from other parts of the world flying in Australia, so come on. What are we all doing while we are in Hawaii? 4 AM. So we are there, just cannot sleep. Oh no. I hope that's not the case. Right, 070, so 7000 feet here. Suffix /G, so if you don't remember, /G, we can take it from the table here. VATSIM Romania site has it. I am using this all the time. So, RVSM is when you are approved for reduced vertical separation minima between flight level 290 and 410. So if you are approved, well, there's RVSM airspace, and if you are capable, you will be allowed to fly with 1000 feet separation instead of 2000. But we are not RVSM. We have GNSS and transponder mode Charlie, so /G. This is FAA codes. Sadly, Australia doesn't get that much love because we don't have much airports. Well, I think you do. But we've been flying with 10 few times from Australia to New Zealand, for example. I think there's plenty of airports. It's just having the will to fly here. Right, so apparently this part of the world is totally uncontrolled, but this part is totally controlled. And also the Africa controllers are going strong recently. They are up very often, so I do recommend flying here in South Africa. Well, south part of the Africa. Actually pretty nice when they are here. I can actually do the shout out. Not PXNO is controlling there a lot. I can recommend. So He's from Europe. He is in Europe, but he's controlling there because, well, there are few positions there. What was I doing? Filing flight plan. File the flight plan. Right, I'll open it, have a brief look again. If I didn't mess up, IFR, PHNL, PHKO, PHOG, 210, 130, 4001, 47,000, G, my Kilo 5, my MKK, V15, bar V11, up, kayak 6, cool. And receive. Right, so that's good. I've been meaning to do a South African flight. Yeah, absolutely should. When the controllers are there, I would totally recommend. Also, I took a short flight in Cessna around Cape Town recently, and there are some mountains there, so it's a pretty nice area. And Cape Town itself is situated here between those mountains and those mountains. So that's pretty nice. And well, obviously there are huge distances to cover, so a lot of things to visit. Alright, we are good to go. So, the boringest part, well, I'm just kidding. All the bars are interesting for me. I'm not sure how it works for you. I know some people like it, some don't, so bear with me. I need to slide my terrain and lock the wheels. So, I'll disappear for a second, back in a moment. Alright, I have completed this operation, so I hope everything will work. I don't like the new camera angle. No, it's bad. Looks like I'm just barely on the screen. Alright, I'll play with it for the next stream. Also, get my mic cable in the right place. I do have the IFR glasses today, so I think we'll try the approach in the IFR glass again. If you don't know, that's what you use for the VFR training in real life. You basically put them on and they only let you see the panel through this cutout here. And then once you go to the minima, you can just pop it up. And now you should be able to see everything. So I think you'll have a chance to see that later. It's been actually pretty interesting playing this at home, and it's very limiting my view a lot, so that feels a bit strange, but it's actually a thing you use in real planes, so why not try it at home as well? Alright. Here's the plane, and we can get it started. Oh, so we need to do the pre-flight. Oh dear, it's gonna take another hour. Anyway, I do enjoy it. I hope you do too. So fuel 100%, payload. Let's give it that two people on board today. So that's 2 me's. All right. So when you do the real. Does the goggles they used to train you for disorientation when flying in the clouds? Pretty much, but yeah, since you cannot control the weather, you cannot always fly in the clouds. So you have to replace them with the goggles. Well, it's just glasses. If you Google IFR glasses, you'll get them. Now the way it works, you put them on, So I have the limited view and I can only see the panel. And then once I'm only allowed to see the panel, so I'm basically doing instrument flying. Then once I'm at the minimum, I can just put them up and I'm able to see everything. So I found it a bit better to just slide them up. As well, that's giving me a better view. When they're just popped up, they're still in the view, and that's triggering me a bit. So I think I can just slide them up, and that's great. Right, so if I would normally get in here, I would just pop in the master and the cross buses. Get all the lights on and the flaps down. Have a quick look around the aircraft and see that the landing and taxi lights are shining. The position light here is up, the strobe light, the tail light, strobe on the tail, flaps are down, the other flaps are down, position light, strobe light, and that's it. Jump back in the cabin, have a look at the fuel, so it's full fuel. The beacon line, hello, hello. Nice to have you here. And after doing that, just get the flaps up, wait for them to go up, get all the lights off. Are they up? They are. And crossbus off, master off. Just to check if the lights are working. Well, it's a good idea to do this. Also, the backup instrument is asking for the shutdown, so let's do it. And then we can continue. So the way it works here, I've heard stories of student pilots thinking that they're rolling when you're flying in the clouds, but they're disoriented because of the limited view. Yes, that's exactly what happens. So your body, the way it works is you are using the visual cues, plus you also have this thing I don't remember the name of, that vestibular system, I think, that tells, well, you can feel that you're rotating, but the way it works, after you use the bit, it can fail you. So you're usually using the visual cues, and the vestibular system is some added help there. Now the problem is when you're not seeing the outside, the vestibular system will fool you and make you believe you're in a turn or you're flying straight, and so on. Long story short, that's how it works. So it's a super weird feeling, like you feel the plane is turning, but it's flying straight on level, or the other way around. And also remember, in the turn, the plane, well, the force that you feel goes down because of the centrifugal force. We gotta contact me. No one has a question and it's new here. Right, I'll try to help. So that's how it works, and well, that's why you need to look at that artificial horizon and try to not trust what you feel, and it's super weird feeling. Oh no, I have been muted. Oh no, how long have I been muted? Nicotine, welcome. No, I did it again. Well, Armadillo, I hope you heard my answer to your question. I'm not sure if it did. No. I have on my to-do list to make a light that will show that I'm muted, but it's been on the to-do list for a few months now, so I heard it. Okay. Whenever I go and clear my throat, I sometimes forget to unmute, and that's what happens. So if anyone's asking to show as streamers here, the way to do that is you have to become a Patreon. So you can see people like me or Chewy. So we go to the Patreon tab here, and there's a list of Patreons and also a link how to become a Patreon, and they do change it once a month. So if you do it now, it will be effective 1st of June. That's how it works. All right. Where was I? We're doing the pre-flight, right? So the way here, it's actually modeled and simulated fairly nice. So we can jump outside and do all the things. So I'll do it the way I usually do it. So get the chokes off, get the cover off. Oh, get the tie downs. And the other part will be on the other side. A bit slow. Get the other pita cover, get the choke, get the tie down off. Right, and now they are stored here in the pocket, so that's where they are stored. If you want to get those back, you just click here. If you want to get the tie downs back, you need to click prepare for parking that I did before. And then we do the rest of the checks. So we can kick the tire. You actually should be hearing it. It's doing a knock. It's a very small plane. It's 1,200 kilos maximum takeoff weight, I believe. Something around that. So it is fairly small. And it's also cheap, so it's good for training. Then what you need to do, we need to check the oil level. So what you do is you open this door here. There's an oil cap. You open it, put the oil cap somewhere here so you don't lose it. Of course, you need a ladder to do that. Very often the ladder is in the back of the cabin. And then you need to go and turn the probe manually many times. And at some point it will do the burping noises. And then it means it's distributed the oil around, and you can actually check it and get the correct indication. So you take out the dipstick, clean it because it will be all covered in oil, put it in, put it out, and look at the scale. If it's not right, you just refill it based on how much is missing. The scale is actually showing you in quarts how many oil you need. So we'll refill it to 100%. Also, when you have the scale, you don't want it to be full, you want it to be somewhere in the middle or a bit higher. But please check this in the manual if you're flying the real plane. So we check the visual state of everything, leading edges, and then we go here. We can check if the aileron is moving freely. Also inspect the hinges here, inspect the thing. The other hinges, have a look at the engine, have a look during the gear bay. So you can just crawl under, have a look at the gear bay. If it's looking clean, nothing is leaking. Have a look at the brake fluid hoses and have a look at the brakes. There is someone here, welcome. I'm not sure if I do have the nameplates on, so I'll check in a moment, in a very, very long moment. Also, there is hydraulic accumulator for emergency gear extension, so you're supposed to look and it should be showing at least 20 bars. Here's the battery, so we do not look there. Next, we check if the elevator is moving freely. And also the anti-balance tab combined with the trim tab. When you move the elevator up, it will also move up, which is not animated here. The rudder you cannot move on the ground because it's hardly linked to the nose wheel. So if you try to push it, you will most likely break something inside rather than check anything. Then on the other side, we can check the gear tire pressure, look at the hoses, have a look in the gear bay. So I actually do step down on my knee and crawl here, no joke, and look here if everything looks okay. It's a wise idea to do that. Right, I feel a bit locked. Check the engine, look, check the hinges and drives, check the aileron. Right, I need to now go back to the other side, so let's do it here. So we can check the aileron movement. Oh, and also after checking the oil, we of course close it, and there is one more thing on the other side, which we also have here, so I'll show you. So, same story here. We open the oil door, open the fuel cap, put it here, crank the engine manually until it does blah, 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 blah. Then we can check the oil, so we'll refill it. And also you open this door and there is coolant expansion tank, which is full metal tank, and there is a cap, so you need to unscrew it and just see if there is coolant there and close it. In my experience, it has always been there, but it's absolutely crucial to check it. One more thing you can check. Sky Command, welcome, great to have you here. We are flying around Hawaii. Here's a shout out in the Tecnam. I think you can also check when you're running around and checking the lights, you can gently touch this stall sensor and you should hear the noise coming from the cockpit, the stall warning. Right, that's about it, about the external check. Because I haven't rotated the props, I will just hit the prepare for departure so it doesn't complain. And we should be ready. I'll keep the tablet up for the time being. Also, this plane does have a checklist which pops up here, and I think that's a great position for the checklist. Actually, maybe we should start using it. Have a great day. You as well, sir, and everyone for that matter. Thank you. I hope I have everything connected. Are we looking at the time? Okay. Before flight, pre-flight check completed, parking brake. So to set the parking brake, you actually need to, well, I'll release it. You need to step on the brakes and then pull the lever here. Otherwise, it is not gonna work. So what it does, it's locking the pressure in the system. So if you don't build up any pressure, it has nothing to lock. So it will be just as if you didn't do it at all. Okay. All right. So next thing. And that's why I like having the plane nicely modeled in the flight sim, because whenever I come back here after a break, I don't remember where the parking brake is. Having ability to train this in the sim is super nice for me. Parking brake set, flight controls. So, oh, remember the door here is on the left, so your instructor will come in first. So they will be just sitting here bored when you are doing all of this. Remember, when you're doing the control check, you will most likely hit the instructor on the leg with the up. So it's a good idea to let them know twice that you're doing it, and then be gentle anyway, because they'll probably not move and you'll hit them anyway. So the way I do it is I pull it full left, full right, full forward, full left, and full left. So I'm going like on the perimeter. The reason I'm doing that, because if I only check left and right and push and pull, there is a chance that I will be blocked here in the corner. So full right and full pull, I just might be blocked. Also, I probably need to slide my chair slightly back. I'll keep it this way. It's okay for now. Can you actually hear me? Yeah, you sort of can. Hang on. Alright, that should make it a bit better. Yeah, I think it's a bit better. Okay, I hope I'm not screaming into your ears. So that is checked. Next thing, what do we have on the list? Let's have a look. So when I'm doing this, I'm just holding it in my hand and marking my thumb where I am. Doors closed. So you close the door, there's a lever here to close the door. Actually, they're animated. And the way it works here is that there is a pin driven by all pressure. So when the engine is running, this pin is closed and you cannot open the door. To override this, you have this emergency exit tab. And the back door, well, the door in the back row are on the other side. So same story there. There's also a pin driven by all pressure from the right engine. Also, this means when one of the engine is not running, the door will be unlocked and it will also manifest itself with the warning on the Garmin. Right, seat belts adjust. So first adjust your seat, then buckle your seat belts. The other way around doesn't work very well. I know, I've tried. Landing gear should be selected down. So have it selected down. Perfect. Master on. Master is here. No, that's something I never thought of. Do you know if it's just the Tecnam that has the door lock feature or do other aircraft? I don't know. I guess some other aircraft do have it as well. But to be honest, I simply don't know. It got super light here. I'm not sure where the light is coming from. Where is the light? I don't want it. Oh, I think it's one of those. Or was it the reading light? So I would guess many other planes do, but I honestly don't know. I know Cessna 172 doesn't have it. Smaller Tecnams also don't have it. So it really depends on the airframe. And this one, the main danger is that if you open it, you're basically coming headfirst into the prop. So it really makes sense to have it. So I think that's the most concerning thing, that you're coming just headfirst into the prop. So it really makes sense to have it lockable. Also for the passengers in the back, they are a bit safer because they're covered by the door itself. So they have less chance of running into the prop, and here you're the pilot going out first, so you are probably smart enough not to do that. I was just thinking some cars have an automatic door lock, makes sense for this to have it. Yes, but those in cars are electric, and for different reasons. Well, maybe the same as well. And this one is driven by the all pressure from the engine, so that's an interesting thing. Where is the light coming from? I don't want it. Not this one. Visible confusion. Alright, I think I'm gonna live with that. Maybe it's just the Garmins that are so bright. Right, very nice. So that's done. Nav lights on. Nav lights are here, but the thing is, they will not work now because they are on the right cross bus. Well, on the right bus. Sorry, not cross bus. And this is nicely depicted here. There's the bus bar driven by the battery. Then there is left bus and right bus driven by the alternators, plus the left and right avionic buses. So what you have here is you have the alternators, which are marked as field. You have the cross bus, which is connecting the left or right bus to the bus bar, and you have the avionics switches, which are connecting the avionic buses to the left or right bus. Now if you look here, the nav light is on the right bus. So if the right bus is not being powered, it will probably not work, and it's not working. Cars have this because of theft prevention. Yeah. But also, to be fair, when you're driving, you don't want anyone to open the door anyway. Yeah, more people are stealing cars than planes, but every now and then someone steals a plane and it's just outrageous. Should never ever do that. Super illegal. Actually going slower with the checklist. Fuel quantity, check, so 100%. Fuel selectors, check, so we'll put them, they're now enough. Also there is this log here which is implemented, so... Oh, I need to click it. Something is off here. Maybe that's the way it works, I don't remember honestly, it's been a while. People shouldn't steal, period. I absolutely agree. That for stealing hurts. Yes, you got it right. I love the jokes. That's great. Right, so there's a lock which prevents you from going from fuel on to fuel off. So it will pop in a while, and now you cannot go to off. To go to off, you have to click the lock, well, just pull it, and then you can go to off. Those levers are aluminum, so they are somewhat shiny. So we'll get the engine feeding from the respective tank. EBS voltmeter. So normally it would be somewhere here, I believe. But it's actually showing here, although the one here should be from the backup battery, I believe. I don't remember exactly that, but I believe this one is showing the... Or maybe that's showing the main battery. I don't know. I forgot. It's been a while since I've been in this cockpit. But there's also... Let me think. There's also a way to show the engine page here. But it's only on the other one, I think. I'm not sure if it's possible to show up the whole page here. We'll see about that. Well, I showed the page later, but I'm not able to check that at the moment. Right. So descent controlled to obtain weather and clearance. That's Europe, I think. If you're in the US, you're allowed to start the engine. No questions asked, so we'll do that. Flaps up. Now, fields off. Avionics off, cross buses off, throttle, check the friction and set to idle. You can set it to idle here, and there is a knob that you can twist, I think on the other side maybe, or maybe on the pilot side to adjust the friction. Alright, carb kits are off, so those yellow ones that are on top. Prop levers are forward. And chokes. So since the engine is cold, we will use the chokes. So we'll turn on the choke. Again, this is not the choke that you have in the car. It's actually a starting carburetor that's doing all the magic. But I think so they don't confuse the people, they just named it choke. So everyone understands what it's to be used for, but it's not choke actually. Engine start, strobes on, and now strobes there and actually on the battery bus. So they will be working. And see, they are working. Start relay breaker in. Ah, that's the thing I forgot. Alright, so when we are doing the pre-flight and we are touching the prop, it's super good idea to pop out the start relay breakers, which are... Where are they? Here, just on top. So when I'm manually turning the prop, I would pop this out as well, so the engine has zero chance of starting on me. So now we need to pop them back in. Right ignition on. Alright, I'll just read and then we'll just do it. So, fuel pump, prop area, engine start, oil pressure check, fuel on, crossbar on, amps, volts check, RPM 1000, choke off, fuel pump off. Alright, so let's do it now. Ignition is on, fuel pump is on, check the pressure, so we are waiting for it to rise to 6. It's actually taking a while. Have a look at the prop area, there is no one standing here. Clear prop. And now we hit and hold the starter. Remember, we need to actually keep it pressed. Oh, you can hear the fuel pump doing the aquarium noises. Now it's running. There's nicotine. Great to have you here. Right, next we look at the oil pressure. It should be rising. So it's rising. Right, fuel down. Well, we cannot check the page because we don't have it here. So I think it should be able to pop up the engine page here. I'm not sure I disabled it. I need to check with the real aircraft if that's doable. Choke off. When we turn off the choke, it will reduce the RPM. So that's working the way it should be. And I will advance the throttle for 100 RPM. Perfect. And the crossbus. I did forget the crossbus. So that is done. Now the left engine. So same procedure. Fuel pump on, ignition's on. I look at the pressure here. It's 6. Check the prop area. No one there. Clear prop. Push the button. Wait for it to start. Okay, I think it started catching up, but I released it too quickly, so let's try again. Now it's running. First thing we need to check is the oil pressure. So that's rising and in the green. Fuel down, crossbus on, choke off, and advance the throttle for 1000 RPM. Actually, we got a bit higher on the right one, so let's reduce that. And strobes off. Alright. All breakers in, check, so all breakers are in. And in this model Mark II, all the circuit breakers are here. In the Mark I, they used to be half on this side, half on this side, so I do like the new design, much better. Avionics on. Alerts warning, so we have pitot heat on and fuel pumps on. I forgot the fuel pumps. Turn on the Garmin. Fire detector. Alright, so the fire detector is... Oops. Here, so we go and check it. And it's showing the warnings, but it also should be doing the sound like beep, beep, beep. It's not doing it. Autopilot master on, so the autopilot master is here, we turn it on. The autopilot goes through self-test, displays all the thingies, and it will show ready, so that is working. Right, weather, flight clearance obtained. So that's the thing we need to do now. Before we do that, actually, I'll just dial in the center and do the radio check with them. So the center is 126.5. (126.5). Alright. Let's check the latest ATs. So the latest ATs. Information Papa. Alright. Papa 040 at 12 knots. 10 miles, Phi 025, scatter 040, broken 050, 2619, altimeter 3010. So let's set this up. Everything else, I see it's the same. I'm not sure about the lax runways for short of 8L in effect. We'll see about that. Alright, so 3010.
Philippines 100, fully established, 08 left, 6 nautical miles.
Whoa.
Philippine 100, wind is
They scared me, so it works. Yay!
6 land runway 08 left, Philippines 100.
Alright, the VATSIM works. I hope you can hear it well. 3010. Oh. Need to switch the units, so I go to. You have the options? Altimeter units, inches. Perfect. Alright, I'll just hit the B so I don't need to scroll and correct it so that is 3010. Good stuff. So we can call them for radio check and then be ready to copy clearance. I'll get the V-pilot ready. Warm up my keyboard as I will be noting. So let's think what we'll be saying. Alright, we'll be just saying ready to copy clearance to Kona. It's called Kona. Let's have a look again. I'm pretty sure this. Oh, the wind changed a lot. Right, we'll deal about that later. And this is Kona. Alright. Actually, I can have a look what the HC facility is called there. Kona International. Onizuka Kona. Alright, I'll just say Kona. Also, it looks like Kona here.
3000, right to taxi with Papa.
It's like Kona here.
Runway 8 left, taxi via Zulu Alpha.
8 left
This
via
ringast.
Zulu Alpha.
Yeah, but how they changed? Oh, I know what happened. I just have the wrong runway selected here. Why did this happen? I should have had... No, it was showing better for 3.5 previously. So we can just change the approach and... I think I simply selected the wrong approach, so there is only RNF 17. There's also VORDME. Ah, boring. Now it's a bit weird. Right, we'll bother about it later. We'll have time. And they're called, I think, Honolulu Center. Yep. Honolulu Center, November 225 Victor X-ray. Hello, radio check.
November 225 Victor X-ray, loud and clear.
Honolulu Center, November 225 Victor X-ray. Ready to copy clearance to Kona.
Philippine 100, taxi via Yankee, Zulu to the ramp.
Yankee Zulu to the ramp, Philippines 100.
It's
Thank
not
you
for
very
me.
much.
And November 225 Victor X, I'm sorry, were you calling for clearance as well?
Request IFR clearance to Kona, November 225 Victor X-ray, and we have information, Papa.
Request to Kona Airport. Be the Molokai 5 departure that I've filed. Maintain 5000, squawk 1533.
Clear to Kona via Molokai 5 departure, then as filed, climb 5000, squawk 1533, November 225 Victor X-ray.
5 Victor X-ray, read that correct from wait 4 right for departure, car ready to taxi.
Running for departure, we'll call you ready for taxi. November 225 Victor X-ray. Right, that's noted down. So let's check what we have here. I forgot the note to self. Not to self some time ago was to whenever we have any viewers to check the names. And I didn't do that. So that's Molokai 5 departure, and I'm just looking here, it's Mike Kilo Kilo. Fortunately, it's been a easy name to pronounce. Roscode! Great to have you here, welcome, welcome. Here's your shout out. How are you doing? Last in streaming travel and outdoors, that sounds great. We are flying in Hawaii, in the Tecnam. I have been flying this plane in real life in my training. It's pretty well simulated, if a few things are off. So still not super happy about it, but I like flying it anyway. I am fine. Cool. We were flying IFR on VATSIM. And we also had someone flying along. Nicotine, there we are. Right, we just got the clearance, so I need to set up the aircraft now. Oh dear. Let's try. Oh, I need to go here to the line, then do the small knob. And we are going from PHNL. Enter runway 04. I think 04 right. Let's set 04 right. Okay, then actually I do have the route in chat. Alright, so we are going Mike Kilo Kilo. This Molokai, I like the name. Is the one that I was able to hear no problem. Usually I have a lot of trouble hearing the names. Time I did dry the battery plus emergency too. I don't have any other choice to charge it. I started from GPU. You can charge the battery from GPU as well, so if you connect it the GPU, it will start charging the battery, but yeah, you can just start from the GPU. I did run this myself, and the real plane can take more of a beating, so we have been doing many engine birth attempts and never run out of battery. This one just runs after 3 times. I reported this to dev, but they say it's okay, so well. Also, well, they say all the current draws are correct, but well, it's not much you can do otherwise. Okay, now I want to set the route, so that's Victor 15. So I go menu here, load airway. Should be Victor 15. Exit. Right, we do exit at Barbie. It's such a long route. Wait, what? What? What's TIL? Oh no, confusion. Today I learn. Oh. Maybe that's what it is. Where's Barbie? G1000 can read arrows. Yes, it can, but it's hidden. I've been like, right, I know it's supposed to, but how do you do it? Let me Google it for myself. Ah, there. I think maybe I went the wrong way. There's Rabat. I know Rabat. There's Barbie.
Philippines 100 on the chalks, stand Delta 1. Thank you very much for your great service again this morning. Have a good day.
Philippine 100, thanks for flying.
Alright. There's the Barbie part, and then we can load again. So we go to the empty slot and menu, and there is loader away. Amazing. And we want to go Victor on 1. Ooh. But to be honest, I never used this in real plane. We just
Decimal plus 3000, you're ready to contact climb
did this more in the head. Alright, we are going to... no, UPP.
Southwest 3000.
I think this is a bit counterintuitive. It just shows the whole route instead of showing from when you entered. Right, UPP is here, so let's load this. Destination unknown.
3000 direct Pele.
Direct
Right.
Pele.
I think there was a bit of a bug earlier on, so let's see if it's still there. We're going to PHKO. Runway, I think 17 at the moment. Alright, I'll show you later what I meant. So often when you load the arrival and approach, it keeps the airport. So it wants to go to the airport and then back to the arrival. It shouldn't be doing that. It should clean this intermediate fix, but well, more often than not, it's still there. Also, if you don't know, so you need to have the lock interaction style. At least that's the only way I found to do it. And then I have press map to a button on mouse, so I can press it. This gives me a cursor and I can just scroll around the map. That's a pretty nice feature. And we can have a look if it looks okay. Right, I think it's okay. So I can just press it in and close the flight plan here. The Molokai departure is not looking great here. Because I didn't load it. So select departure. Molokai 5. There we go. Transition runway 0 for right and transition MKK. Love this. Is this looking any better now? Actually looking worse. Right, so now we need to check here. So our taxi oh wait, we actually... No, that's the for right here. So I do expect taxi via Charlie to for right. Then the departure... What is that even? Initial climb, prefer to inset. Oh. So that is here. Why is this looking so weird? So it's just 2500, that's what I can see, and there's a turn and there's a vector. Right, we need to read the notes here. Right, requires equals minimums for standard runway 4 right. Minimum climb of 4,200 feet per nautical mile to 1,900, then do not exceed 180. Right, I didn't calculate, but let's guesstimate we can do this. Can we? Maybe we cannot. Anyway, not worth it. And then we read here, for left, must complete right turn to assigned heading within 2 miles of runway departure and cross Charlie Kill Hotel runway 240 at or above 250. So there is CKH 240. I see. So there is 240 from CKH, and we need to cross this Tradle at or above 2,500. Thank you then. Turn on the right left to heading as assigned by tower, expect vectors to MKKVR, maintain 5000, then on transition. And here's the flows. Expect clearance to en route altitude, flight level at MKKVR. Alright. Do we bother with this radar? Yeah, let's bother with it. So 113.9, let's set this up. We'll set this on nav2. Also, one thing I do in real plane, I only operate the switches here on the in between the panels. So even though I could operate, for example, the heading here, I'd operate it on the right because I can do it with my right hand, so I don't need to switch the hands constantly. It's just not a great thing to do. Also, runway heading 042. Winnie suggested cat, but it's been fun watching her flip out on the Meow Redemption. Good thing my cat is not reacting to this at all. Right, heading goes to 042. And here on nav2, so I click it and I will set 1139. It's there already. No, it's not there. I actually need to switch it.
Alright, Southwest 3000, cross Kiki at 3000, the Kahului altimeter.
And I'll be showing bearing on nav2.
Okay, 3009 and
I deserve the applause. Then Fulton was applauding himself. Yeah, of course he deserves the applause. I'll get around and applause for 10. There you go, 10. That one's for you. Everyone deserves a round of applause.
You can get the ILS Zulu.
It's all of you.
okay, ILS Zulu. Is it possible we can get the ILS Yankee or 2, runway 2?
Yeah, you expect ILS Yankee runway 2 from camps.
Okay, roger, thank you. ILS runway 2 from camps, Southwest.
Right, we're ready for taxi, so let's request it. I'd like to thank the Academy, of course. Ready to taxi November 225 Victor X-ray.
November 225 Victor X-ray runway 4 right, taxi via Charlie.
Taxi for right via Charlie. Be advised we'll do engine run up in holding point November 225 Victor X-ray.
Alright, that's approved.
Well, so I did tell him just so he knows why the hell we are stopping there and not rolling. So before I cause any trouble, I just did let him know. First time I've been doing this. I stopped following the checklist. Actually, I forgot the transponder. The code 1533. 1533, where is it? Here. We can go to Alt. Right, we do not do the CrossFit. Well, give it, fuel monitor, blah blah, taxi. Right, obtain, note the block time, so it's 20. No, it's 1933. I got the wrong time in the flight plan. Or did I have 19 Zulu? I think I have the wrong time there. I have 2100. It should have been 1900. Boo! Good ATC interaction there. They're probably just grateful you know what they're talking about. Yeah, I noticed some. Well, in Europe it's obvious you'll be doing the run up, but in US they often have place to do that, or I don't know. So I thought it's a good idea to let them know. Taxi light on. And we're rolling. Right, so we're supposed to taxi via Charlie, so just straight ahead and then left on Charlie. And we'll do run up in the holding point. I'm using the differential brakes for taxi as well. Charlie is supposed to be... How does that work? Oh, I know. We need to go here and then to Charlie. Ah, I see. Now I see the situation here on the chart. And the grass all over the place is not making it any easier. There's Charlie, and then right to Charlie. It's a bit confusing, then goes left and right. Right, we'll stop here and do the run up. Up here, stem on the brakes, lock the parking brake, and now the run up. So for the run up, it's super important to step on the brakes, even though you have the parking brake set. So I'm stepping on the brakes all the time. Taxi light off, we'll keep the taxi light off. Engine instruments check, so I think it's in the green. Get this RPM to 1650. It is super laggy, so you cannot set it perfectly. I'll just keep it here, it should be fine enough. Now we check the ignitions. Actually, I need to know where it's at, so 1680, 1650. Right, left ignitions off. And we have 1660, 1610. Right, so that was like 30 and 50 drop, so that's okay. Back to both, wait for the RPM to go up. 1680, 16, 40, right, 40. Take the right ones. And we have 1650, 1610. Right, so that's okay. Next, let's have a look at the checklist. Alright, it says feathering, but we're not checking the feathering itself, we're just checking the prop governor, so that's a bit of a confusing name. I'll be looking at the RPM first. Right, so the RPM is dropping, and I can't go below, I forgot, I think 1200. Next I'll look at the manifold pressure, it should be increasing. It's increasing, and last at the oil pressure. It should be going up, but here it's going down. Right, so, and last thing is the carb heat. Get the carb heats on. I super like those levers that you control it with here. And we do have the drop, so carb heat on and go back to idle. Right, run up completed before takeoff. So fuel selectors left, left, right, right. Alright. Fuel pumps on. Check the compass. So this is showing 315 here, 315 here. Altimeter is set, so 3010 here and 3010 on the backup. Oh, it's showing. Oh dear, I need to go here into the alt units. No, bar units. I cannot twist it. Oh no, I can. It's just the wrong way. Bar units, inch AG. Exit menu. It's a bit of a cumbersome menu. Right, 3010. There we go, cool. Altitude and heading back, so altitude back, I remember I operated the one on the right, so set it to 5000. Heading back is set. Transponder code 1533, alt, pitch and rudder trims.
Plus 3000 at camp, you cleared the ILS Yankee runway 2 approach.
Okay, at camp.
Nothing we can really check.
ILS, clear to ILS Yankee.
And takeoff briefing, so... Engine failure or rotation, or after takeoff where, well, engine failure on rotation, we just throttle idle, stop on the runway. After liftoff, when we have gear down and still runway in front of us, throttle idle and land on the runway. Otherwise, we continue. And we will climb the heading assigned by the tower and then go to my kilo. Remembering to cross the 240 at 2500 or above. Alright, so that's completed. And what's on the other side? Line up. Alright, so these are pretty much memory items, but I'll keep it open here. Holding runway 4 right at Charlie, ready for departure, November 225 Victor X-ray.
November 225 Victor X-ray, fly heading 150, runway 4 right, quick takeoff.
Live heading 150, runway 4 right, clear for takeoff, number 225 Victor X-ray. Alright, 150, so I need to set this on the heading back. I don't have my fancy schmancy runway heading as usual. Working brake released. Let's check the approach sector. The visibility is super limited here. That's as in the real aircraft. Flaps takeoff. Actually, I think. Right, landing lights on, strobe lights on, pitot hit on. So that's what's in the land nav. Transponder alt and warnings none, pitot hit on, external lights on, parking brake release, runway up sector 3. And take off all levers forward. Engine instruments are in the green. We rotate at 64-65. I super like where this checklist is placed. That's where it's nice to have it. Airspeed live, we are past 64. Rotate, accelerate to the blue line, which is 84. I'll keep the gear down for a moment, so we have it ready in case we still need to land on the runway. Positive climb, gear up. Step on the brakes. Above 200 feet. Manifold pressure 27. RPM 22. 2250. Alright.
Yourself with 3,000.
300 feet, flaps up, trim up.
Clear land.
Okay, run my fleet clear to land.
Landing lights off, taxi lights off, and fuel pumps off. Right, there was something when we can turn, but I forgot it. We will start turning now.
Over 225XRX, your radar contact, maintain 7,000.
Maintain 7000, November 225 Victor X-ray. If we can get there. Right, we're clear for heading 150. Also climb per speed 84. I need to add 1 inch of throttle per 1000 of feet that we climb, simply because that's how much we lose of the outside pressure. And keep the 84 or above at all times. Right, I will read this departure again. Alright, we'll read it later. I think I can now go to engage the autopilot. So I will hide the checklist for now. Autopilot. Right, so I go heading mode. Now vertical speed mode. Reduce it to 1000. Remember, this is the dump out.
225XRX, clear direct to Molokai, Mike Kilo Kilo.
Here, clear direct, Molokai, Mike Kilo, November 225 Victor X-ray. Alright, direct. MKK, enter, activate. So, nav mode. And here it goes. So, above the autopilot, it will stall the plane for you if you let it. So, we need to keep the vertical speed and watch it. Also, in the real plane, the way it works to armed alt, if you just hit the VS, it will only keep the VS, not armed altitude. To armed altitude, you need to click and hold the VS and then click the alt, which is a bit cumbersome, but that's how it works. Also, for GNSS, you need to hit the nav twice or something like that. It was a bit weird, I remember. And it's doing the capture also a bit weird, so I think the EID numbers should be adjusted here. setting the heading. Did we do this before radial? Did we reach 2500 before radial 44? Okay, so we did. We are radial to 265. So we did reach it. I will keep maybe 700 feet per minute climb. See how this works. Oh, there's the initial climb. Must complete right turn to the assigned heading within 2 miles of runway departure and cross. I forgot about this bit.
It's going to be 06017, destination 24.
Good to know. I hope we can hear the ATC well also. Let me know if it's too quiet or anything. So I did forget about this bit. Must complete right turn to assigned heading within 2 miles of runway departure and... Anyway, I think we did that. Yeah, looks like we did. Absolutely, we were just over the runway. Meter, there you have it. Hey, that's cool. I forgot I have this option. Oh, advance the throttle, so I forgot doing that. I need to do those checks on climbs. 4000. We are now full throttle, so I can't advance it anymore. Also, I got the throttles from... I forgot the name. I have mixed feelings about this. They are somewhat nice, but I could print this myself as well. I'll look for some more designs. I also got the Boeing ones, but I was surprised to find that you need to disassemble your Boeing throttles from Honeycomb and then add the parts that they have. So that was a bit surprising. I don't remember reading about this in the product description page. Also, since we're flying somewhere, I will...
So plus 3000 left turn alpha to the ramp.
Alpha to the ramp, stuff.
I want to add the MKKVR. .116.1, so let's add it there. Some assembly required. The problem is not about the assembly, the problem is you need parts from what you already have, and you need to disassemble what you already have. That's a bit concerning. I was totally not expecting that. 116.1. I'll try to show you. Not in this box. Hey, there's someone Tikas. I guess it's one of you flying along. It is Nicotine. Welcome. Great to have you. Also nice view. Is volcano here. Nicotine doing the flying stuff. So nice to have you back. Welcome. I love it. Right, I'll jump back into the plane maybe. Let's take one more. How are you able to keep in front of me? I still don't know how people do that. I would need to look back. And we're getting into the clouds, but since it's so warm, we are not expecting any icing here. I'll do one more screenshot. That's the box. So I have those chunky throttles for the Boeing, but the problem is the black part of the lever doesn't come in the box. You need to use the one you already got from Honeycomb, and you need to like unscrew it. So that's a bit disappointing. It's from ProDisk Sim. Maybe it's just me who missed this on the product page, but I was very surprised to find this. Right. We passed 6,000, almost 7,000, so we'll be leveling up shortly, and I think we'll keep this power for the cruise. The cat got intrigued by the box noises. Oh no. Oh no. You can go back to sleep, we're just flying. Again, if there's anything I need to look at, please let me know. I'll be very happy to do so. The order. That a cruise ship there? It is. Oh. Pretty nice area also. Quite populated. I'll get the plane a bit quieter. Actually forgot to do that before takeoff. They changed the sounds a bit, so I'm not sure if they're more realistic, but they're definitely better for my ears, so I think I like them. And now we're accelerating like crazy. Alright, I think it just stopped. I'll just bump the left engine to 2250, so we're just on top of the blue, on the yellow arc. There we go. And since we reached cruise, climb, so that we did. Cruise manifold 2025, RPM 2000 to 2100. Oh, so let's reduce the RPM. 2100. So that means I'll save these chunky drop levers, and they do not lock in place like they should. They have this bump that should lock in place, but it's just not doing that. Also they sit in pretty well, and there's the mixtures levers, which I'm not using anyway here. Right, inbound Molokai are... I wanted some views. Alright, we have the views. Views. I hope you're enjoying the flight. Actually, the last flight, just me doing the flight like a normal person, that was pretty chill compared to what I normally do, which is just to wreck myself by flying the approaches over and over again. So I just thought we can do one more flight again today, and we'll be back to the approaches soon enough. There's nicotine, cool stuff. I didn't notice, but since I moved the camera, I might move us.
Victor X-ray.
Go ahead, November 225 Victor X-ray.
November 225 Victor X-ray. I'm going to be closing up. You can go to Unicom 122.8 to a good flight today.
122.8, thank you for service. November 225 Victor X-ray. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Cool that we had him anyway. That was very nice. Actually, yeah, that was pretty nice operation there. Lurk for a nap. Charlie, do we need to wake you up? Just tell me the wake up time. I'm still not sure how they wake you up. Maybe the autopilot disconnection, or better Whoop whoop, pull up or wind shear. That's gonna wake up everyone. Or positive climb. You'll wake up just say gear up. I'm sure that's how it works. The air horn, yes, the BK line. But we need to let him go sleep first. He's not sleeping, it's not gonna work. Good hurry B. And I think nicotine. Oh, there's nicotine. Actually, I have some ideas what we could be doing in long flights in the future. But we'll see about that. I like the clouds. Nice views there. I know you're... Oh, you're actually perfectly in the view for the screenshot. So I just went ahead and did it. Well done there. I need to practice my formation flying. I haven't been doing it in a while. I used to fly every now and then with Chewy or Jesus, but I haven't had the chance recently. So we're just spinning round like a record. I see. Alright, the plane looks pretty nice. I think I did the right thing and just after trying initially, just put it on the shelf. So I could wait, lower my expectations, not bother about everything. I'm pretty happy about flying it now. It's good enough to practice my flows and whatnot. I'm still a bit concerned about the flight model and performance and single engine, but actually, let's try it. But there's the mountain. Oh, what happens? The instructor has, oh, have you seen this ship here on the left? It's so big, and you go, whoa, it's such a nice cruise ship. And then the instructor just quietly reaches here. They're just looking there. Oh, there's something a gun. Alright. Drop forward, throttle forward. Now let's see what's happening. Right, and left rudder. So right leg dead, right engine dead, right throttle. Check, confirm, idle. Ah, that was the left throttle. That didn't work. Right throttle. Check, confirm, idle. And right prop. Oh, also it's staying... It should be staying at exactly the same RPM as the left prop, so basically the full RPM. We get it to feather. Let's see what happens now. It did feather. Also, we cannot use the autopilot now. So, trim up, and we should be able to climb now if we do everything right. And I think... Oh, now we are able to climb. But we are not fully loaded, so if it's not fully loaded, it works somewhat okay. If it's fully loaded, it doesn't work. Actually, are we even climbing? How much do I need here on the rudder? Okay, I think I was just losing speed. That's why we were climbing. So, and oh, also I need to reduce the power. So that's 22.5 and we need to go 22.50. So now we should be able to climb, and I don't think that's happening. So actually, well, maybe we're a bit too high for that, but I tried it last time, basically at airport level, and we were not able to climb, so I'm a bit concerned about that. I think we should also be able to hold 7,000 feet on single engine. I remember that was possible, but again, my memory might be misleading me. Oh, what's interesting is our GPS is still in the departure mode, so we are having very small track deflection. Well, very small scale on the cross, well, how far we are off track. Right, so I am a bit concerned about the performance here. I forgot. So right field off and left fuel pump on, right ignition's off. Why did I forget to do that? One time I thought also I need to turn off the cross bus. I just went and did it, and that wasn't good. I hope the flight plan will still be there. Flight plan. Please be there. Alright, it's still there. Okay, so we'll go and restart the engine. So we'll go, and also we should fuel on, fuel pump on, ignition on, prop forward, throttle closed, and I forgot to check with the visuals, so it shouldn't be spinning now because it doesn't have the unfeather accumulator, so it just be stopped. And hit the starter. Running engine. Uh-oh. Why are not running engine? I think I'm in trouble. Great, so let's keep it pressing it until it starts. Oops. Well, so it's not starting. Now, either I'm doing something wrong, or it's unhappy about something, or it's simply not working, and then I never know if it's me or if it's the implementation. In real aircraft, you don't need to care about that. Actually, let's try the choke. So maybe since it got super cold already, maybe that's what's wrong here. Okay, I saw it almost getting there. What is it doing? So I saw the RPM going up, but then I think we ran out of the battery power, so we have the emergency backup battery. Great stuff. Also, I managed to get this done in flight as well. Yeah, we can have a look at this beautiful island. It's pretty nice. Where's the VR? Simply not working. We need to give it time. So direct, MKK, enter. Right, I think that's not working right because, well. Also, it wouldn't kill the Garmin, probably. Oh, now it's not starting at all. Too eager. Yeah, too eager. What do we do? The worst thing is that the airway was 070. We are below the safe altitude on the airway. The RPM is going up, but it's not... As soon as I turn it off, it's not starting. Right, they're super dim, so I'll not do this again, or we'll lose them. Alright, there is PHMK here, which we have in view. Or do we? Not great. Too eager. Got to get my dog out. Lurk. Alright, big Nicodane, we'll see you in a bit. Endless spinning. Making a fast turn with the external camera. Didn't pay attention to my airspeed. Oopsie. So we had that in the ocean, I guess. Alright, so as long as it don't go out of normal flying, plane works pretty well, but seems it's having some issues still. Right, I think there's a runway there, so we'll just go and land there. I don't see it on the Navi graph. Not sure why it was showing there on Garmin. So Hotel India for 9er for landing. And we can also check, I think, the airport details here. How do we do that? Does that work? No. That on the menu? No. Alright, so there is auxiliary page and we should be able to... No, it should be on the waypoint page. Airport information, enter. Or we can go to nearest. I don't know where the nearest is. So Hotel India. Hotel India for 9er. That's Panda. Great stuff. Runway 0725. Alright. Panda traffic number 225 Victor X-ray, 3000 feet above field, inbound for landing runway 07 Panda. That's a wild panda right there. I think it was... Oh, so we can... Let's just hit direct there. Right, I want out. I want out. Many. Clear. Press the button. There we go. Oh, it's already behind us. Where is it then? There's this thing here, but it's not. So let's find it and we'll go on under, because I don't think we can reach PHMK. Because this plane does not wanna fly. Doesn't want to fly. Let's see. Time having max continuous power on the engine. We are going to 84 knots. I have slight bank into the live engine. Is that enough rudder? Nobody knows. And it's not climbing at all. It's too much rudder. So I think there's something wrong here about this. Anyway, if I have it like that on the PFD, it should be climbing 100 feet per minute, but it's absolutely not climbing. Right, that's 1,900 feet runway, so should be okay. How can I do the direct to... actually I don't need it. Forget it. So PHMK would be better, but now I'm concerned it's too far. Right, we have runway 07, so I will set the heading to 07. Can we see it? Maybe I should have gone for the PHMK. Actually, let me check in my payload thingy. Oh, the engine is also reversing, is running, also it isn't. It's running! I just didn't think to... Oh, so it started. I just didn't think to bring the power up. Perfect. Did I believe it's not started? Right, nothing happened. Since I can't hear those engines very well, So I didn't feel it running. When did it start? Because I don't remember seeing the RPM going up and then dropping to 0. Right, so if that's the case, we can just climb and continue. And get the fuel pumps off. Now I'm curious when it started. I'll go and review it later. Hide the tablet. Emergency battery off. I hope it's fully charged. Oh, so there's this engine page and you can see all the volts. So engine battery, that's the emergency battery. I think we need to connect it to the bus to get it charging, but I'm not sure if that's implemented or not. Also, the main battery is super low. But when it's connected to the alternators, it should be showing the same volts we have in the alternators, so I don't know why it's showing this. Anyway, let's not bother about that. I won't be failing the engine today. I will maybe check it offline. I'm a bit curious what's going on there. So maybe I didn't pay enough attention there on the restarts, and that's what happened. That's fixed. Get to nav mode again. Vertical speed mode, reduce that. And off we go. Right, so we can continue the trip. Phew! Problem fixed. So did actually start in this last attempt, or maybe a bit earlier, I have no idea. Outrageous. Now, can we climb before we reach that mountain? Okay, I think we'll do that. So let's climb a bit more aggressive. I think we can still climb a bit faster. Oh, we're nowhere near half the trip and we're already so long into the stream. How much is left? Pretty much. I spent a lot of time preparing the flight. Anyway, I think we can go and continue the whole flight. What's up there with the runway? I think I still have the wrong approach selected. So RNF Yankee 17 or... Oh, there's also ILS 17, so you can take the ILS. By inhuman papa. Right, so that's easier. No arrival required then. That's the flight plan. Tristan, welcome. Great to have you here. We're flying around Hawaii, trying the Tecnam. I still think some bits are off, but well, anyway, I have a plane to practice, so why not use it? And we're flying into this cloud, hoping not to hit the mountain. I tried turning off the engine, which worked, but then I couldn't restart it properly. I'm not sure why. In the end it started, although I was thinking it's not running for some reason. That was a bit weird, so I'll review later what happened. How's your ATC thing going? Haven't heard about it in a while. I hope it's going great. Right, leveling about 3000 here. Can push the throttles forward. Nothing more we can do. All good. Be controlling made in Edinburgh and Manchester recently. Cool, so that's more than East Midlands. Super nice. How often are you controlling? You can always let know that you're controlling. I would be happy to hop in when I'm available. It's not always the case, but if you let me know, there's a bigger chance I will be able to do that. Right, I'll keep the power at max continuous, or maybe let's just keep it at 22. A bit difficult to control there, just super... I'm just touching it and it's doing weird things. I think it's unhappy after the failing thing. I'm trying to reduce it, but it's just jumping up and down constantly. Oh, there's something broken here. I'm just moving the lever and see it's... Right. Yeah, it's just jumping up and down for no reason. Interesting. I think it's some code problem there. So what else could it be? Right, I'll push both props full forward then and we'll fly like that. It will give us some extra speed, which we shouldn't be having. Right, we passed MKK, I can sync the heading. We are in the cloud. I was actually hoping for some views here of the island, so not the best. Maybe you can try with the drone camera. Right, it's still here. Oh, actually it worked. I can do the flyby. Small little plane flying through the big cloud. I think you can't see it anymore. Right, now it's gone. Oh, there's the BK line. Good stuff. Is that the Blackwing? I think it is. Or is that something else? Right, heavy here. Welcome, welcome. Can I go there? I think it's gonna work. It's gonna take forever. Right. Oh, we are at 30 feet. So we must be far. Oops. That's where you are. Waiting for us. Cool stuff. Thank you. Nice play. A lot of cars parked here. I think I'm missing a terminal. Alright, let's try to reset the camera. I wonder what will happen. Will it break the game? No, it didn't. Just as spawn in, my dog decides she needs to go out. Oh no. She knows it's the good stuff. That's a crazy valley here. Super deep valleys. I would like to hike here again, but not go into any molten lava. I'm not sure if there's any at this time. I'm always scared to go so far with drone, don't want to get my aircraft despawn. Well, I think it shouldn't. Well, we can still hear it at least. We have that going for us. Oh, that is nice. And this cliff. Whoa. There's more cliffy cliffs. Some of them are looking great, some of them are not so much. I'm not sure how that works. Oh, there's a bigger cliff here. Except it's a bit washed out. I know that road we can do that with the drone camera. That's amazing. I wonder where the panda is that I tried to land at before I realized the engine is working again. There are some houses here. I think that's the one. Or maybe not. It might very well be it. Hard to tell. No, that's the one. No, it's a road. Or that's the one. Alright, it's nowhere to be found. Can be about anything. It can be any road that's the runway. So I don't really know. Maybe that's it. That looks like a runway. Right. Jump back to the plane. Zoom. Oh no. We can also have a walk around the cockpit. They know already. There are actually no back seats in this version. There's place when you can store the chokes and whatnot. Can you put them on in flight? Likely no. Here's the ladder that I would use for refueling and checking the oil and everything. Also there's the safety net, which obviously should go all over all this stuff. Except for the ladder, which seems to have a lock here. We didn't have that in flight school. There normally would be 2 seats here. But, well, they're not here. And here in the back pocket, it's a nice place to store oil bottle, so you can refill it when you need it. Just remember, if you are flying and you put your flag back, put it on this side so you can actually reach it in flight. If it's behind you, you're in trouble. Right, I'm still curious what's happened there with the engine, why it's not working the way it should. So I try to reduce the RPM. Is it just, yeah, it's just jumping up and down, so something is amiss here. Not bother about that. Let's see where the beacon line is. So that's where we are. I thought we are on the next island, I think. Yeah, that's where we are. This cursor is super handy. I think in the real Garmin it can do a bit more. I think you're also able to select things like check the airspace or airport. I think that's where we are, PHOG, the original Hawaiian airport. Also, is it time to wake 10? How long has he been napping? Well, it's 30 minutes. Just started my engine. Let's go for the wakey wakey. Oh, I know what we can do. We can do the meows. It will wake the cat up. The cat will wake 10 up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna work. Meow! 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 Hello from Honolulu, Deconstructive. Welcome, welcome. Is that where you're at? Really? So nice. It's so cool to have people from all over the world here. I really like it. Whoa. Great stuff. And welcome. We're flying from Honolulu to Kona. Well, please forgive my lack of knowledge about Hawaiian geography, but we have been overflying this island. I'm visiting family for a month. Sounds amazing. For me, Hawaii is pretty much the other side of the planet. I do live in Poland, which is about here, and that's where Hawaii is. So, well, it is the other side of the planet. Also, there's quite a few planes here, and we're almost halfway. Amazing. With the emphasis on almost. Keep seeing planes over the city and check them on Flight Road 24 or 90% the time it's a Grand Caravan. Really? Nice. Is it loud? I think it can be quite loud. So I think you should be, with the joystick here, able to select things. But I don't remember how to do that. Now the joystick is up. I vaguely remember you were able to select things with the joystick. It gets a bit loud, but never too bad. They fly right on top of the city on approach. Cool. I bet there's a ton of big planes anyway, not only the caravans. Well, the Tecnam we are flying is a silent little bee, you would barely hear it. I need to check the manual how to use joystick in real Garmin. Maybe it is implemented, maybe not, but I vaguely remember you were able to do something about it, like create a waypoint or get some details of what you were hovering on, but I don't fully remember how it worked. That's where we are going. We are, well, halfway. Better than having many to water. So the C2 was pretty quiet aircraft. Well, the turbines are noisy, so what can you do? I'll have a look at VATSIM if there's anyone nearby. No, that's us here, and this plane is much higher. So no, not really. Also, I asked about the views, but we're in the clouds every now and then. There's the beacon line. My camera control skills are still a bit lacking. I'm trying to focus on the flying most of the time. Anyway. That looks like a gold field. Am I right? The grass is different and there's all of those things. Who knows? Might be, maybe not. Chewy with the raid. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Chewy. How are you? So we will not be able to raid you unless you start streaming again, and then we will be able to raid you back. Great to see you. I've been saying agent playing along you in the past in GA, but well, it's not been the case for a while now. We are in Hawaii flying the Tecnam from Honolulu to Kona. If you want to fly along, we are on Europe North, so you can always jump. Are we over the Oahu still? I think so. That's where we are. That's us. And there's no Honolulu approach. I absolutely don't know how those islands are called. Yeah, it's not the fast moving traffic. How are you, Chewy? How was the stream? Where were we flying? What were we doing? Tell me all about it. And welcome everyone. Great to have you here. I'm Vex, flying GA. I've been flying this aircraft in real life on my training. Now tracking in the sim is pretty okay. Also think few things are not working like they should, especially it's not climbing on single engine. So I am a bit sad about that, but for just cruising along it's pretty okay. And for training more flows in the cabin, that's also a great thing. What it do? Yeah, I'm doing now what everyone else is doing, just making a cruise and enjoying the views. It's so much different than me just trying to wreck myself, flying the approaches all over again and flying and whatnot. We'll back to it, don't worry. But it's a nice break doing that. BK lines up. We flew into Casablanca, trying out the 339er. Hope you're well. 339er, the Airbus? Is that a new one? Is there something I don't know about? The 330 has been out for a while. Or is there something else? Love Morocco. I've never been to Morocco myself. There was an update. Oh, gotcha. There's so many planes, I haven't been able to try them all yet. They added a new model as well. Cool. So is it even better than it was? I remember you liked it quite well last time when you were flying the long holder. Cool stuff. And yeah, nice to have so many good planes. Alright, we flew over some points. Oh, we are getting closer. Oh well, another half an hour, but our approach starts here at Uniform Papa. So maybe it's time I start preparing for the approach. Let's see where they got the right rate and run. Chewy, thank you for raid and stopping by. Back later. Alright, we'll be waiting. I hope. And great to see you again. So that's where we're going. On Onohi, Lundberg, Pulps, and UPP. I forgot to check the name of the VR, so that's Upolu Point. And then we just go through the approach. No arrival, since the arrival was overlapping with the approach, so we can just do the approach. There's Egypt here. Oh dear. What a point name for Hawaii. That's a bit strange. I don't think there's any 80s, no. Oh look, this plane is going where we are going. But we can't go and check the 80s. I mean the meter. So there we go. This island is Maui. Alright. This one, right? This one where we are going. Hang on, I'll find it. Oh, the big island. Yeah, it is pretty big actually, you're right. I'm just saying to whatever this place is called, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, I just genuinely don't know. So, there's... Huh? That's the one is Hawaii, there's Maui, Molokai, Oahu. Honolulu is on the Oahu. And there's also Hawaii. Anyhow, I can't remember it. Flying over Maui, the small one to the west of you is Yanai. Oh, Lanai. Yanai. I see, it's here. Owned by one rich guy. Seriously? Not a small island to own, Lanai. Yeah. I have trouble remembering that. It all sounds the same for me, because I'm just ignorant. Founder of the Oracle software. Oh dear. The Java owner. They bought Java at some point. Cool. I didn't know that. That's crazy. It's a big place to own. Like... Is that the largest privately owned island in the world? I wouldn't be surprised. It's just huge. Lanai here, Maui, Molokai, Oahu. I remember the Molokai because we had the departure. Good question. It is huge. And then is this one called Hawaii? Just plain Hawaii. And then this one is Maui. I'll remember someday, I hope. Too difficult for me. Island of Hawaii is the big island. Gotcha. Oh, also this route we are flying, it's below the mountain top level. So it's good that we're on IFR road that's providing us some clearance. That's pretty high. I'm trying to figure out how I should sit so it's healthy for my spine and also I can see everything. Because when I lean the chair one click, it feels a bit too far and then I'm leaning forward without thinking about it, which is probably not great for my spine. Nice views. We are now over Maui. Gotcha. Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and Oahu. We went from Oahu over Molokai. We bypassed Lanai because, well, we didn't pay the ticket. Now we're overflying Maui, leaving Kahulawa, and flying into the Hawaii Island. The island of Hawaii. I think if you say that, everyone will think you talk about all the islands, not just the one. The approach. Let's have a look. Maybe I should just learn to sit and lean my head, not lean it forward. I mean, rest my head on the headrest, not just lean forward all the time. I wonder how all of you are doing that. Are you having the same problem like me, that you're always involuntarily leaning forward, or are you just smart enough to rest your head where it should be? That's where we're going. The island of Hawaii. Not Hawaii Islands, the island of Hawaii. Still, it's pretty unreal that you're talking to me from the other side of the world and you're actually flying virtually. I know. No, it's a fact. Kauai. And got it. It's the Kauai Island. What have you done? Oh no, it must be the oldest joke in the book. I didn't know it. Let's get this. Let's get this burning up. It's just confusing me. Oh. Hey, I think I'm back. That was too good. They are cute. Now that I can have a look close, they are super cute. I think we have some kawaii. Well. What? I have some kawaii emotes. The alarm. What's the alarm for? Everything is okay. How has your nap been? I tried to wake you up by the means of your cat. I'm not sure if it worked. Sorry if I caused any trouble. I hope I didn't. I really did. Alarm was more intense than I remember. You know, it's all matter of perspective. If you are just visiting a nuclear plant and you hear the alarm, it's probably more intense than when you're flight simming. I bet that's the case. Brace. Now we're gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. It's all good. And about that approach. So we are just turning. Remember, bar B is where we leave Victor 15 and we're turning on to Victor 11. What's the view like? It's good. BK line is there, following. Good step. Thank you. I hope I will be able to review the approach before we get there. Alright. PHKO, Kona, Hawaii, ILS, localizer, runway 17, 11-1, 22nd July, 22nd. There's ATS 17.4, which we can listen to. Error, HCF Center. So I guess that's Honolulu Center, 118.5. 45 Kona Tower 120.3 Ground 121.9er Localizer 109.7 Final approach course 174. We have, I forgot what it's called. I read about it some time ago and I forgot, because I was looking what's the name for the altitudes in the table, and then I also got this one and now I don't remember which is which. This is like a checkpoint or some similar name. Decision altitude 247. It's 247 for everyone. Cool. Which is 200 feet height. Airport elevation 47. Touchdown zone elevation 47. Minimum sector altitude in the east sector where we're coming from, between 170 and 350 inbound KY VOR. 3,300. Then the northeast in the west sector is 3,300, where we're coming from. No, we're flying east, so we're coming from the west. Confusion. Northeast sector, 11,500. I'm not sure if our plane can go so high. And southeast sector, 14,900. That's super high. How much is that in meter? I believe we have here 4,500 meters? Whoa, that's huge. That's 300 meters shy of Mont Blanc, which is the highest mountain top in Europe. So that's crazy high for a relatively small island, even though it's the big island of Hawaii. Crazy. I would hike there. Is that the highest island mountain? Well, I think the Tenerife is also pretty high. I'm not sure how high, but 4,500, that's some serious climbing there. Whoa, amazing. Right, misapproach, climb to 460, then climbing right turn to 5000, outbound on KOAVR. Alright, Kona VR. Radial 2904, so 2904. Wait, 2904 outbound. To Andes intersection, distance 11.7 from Kona. That's here. And hold. Holding entry is... we can do parallel or offset. Continue climbing hold to 5000 or are directed by ATC. Altitude inches, transfer level 1 flight level 1 is 0, so we are below already. Transfer altitude we are below 18,000. DME required, we do have it. Use IQOA DME when on the log course. Alright, so when we are on the localizer course, then we will start using IQOA DME. So as soon as we go through this initial approach fix, Bajka means Polish means what? Furry. But for children. Children's story. A tale. I don't know. I just realized I don't know, and it's a different translation than in English. Fairy tale. I don't know. Anyway. Marvelous. Autopilot coupled approach not authorized below 415. Autopilot coupled approach not authorized below 415 feet. Why? That's strange. It's the first time I see something like that, but okay. Remind me to disconnect autopilot at 415 feet. Pilot control light link 120.3, so we can do like 5 clicks or more and it should turn on the lights. Right, we go from uniform Papa 112.3, so let's set it up in Nav1. One 2.3. 5,600 outbound 210. Then when we are 11 miles from EVP, we can descend 4,500, continue to 10, and then 17 miles from localizer. So we'll need to keep switching. Also, we are coming in hot, so less and less time remaining. I'm trying to figure out how to pick up this intersection. Doesn't show the distance to Uniform Papa, so I guess I'll need to start looking for the distance here. Well, we can calculate it, but it's not making too much sense if they didn't give it up here. Right, at 3000. Right, so then we descend 3000, and that's final approach course already. 174, Veki, intermediate fix. 174, and then Egypt at 6.4. So here's Veki. Intermediate fix at 3000, we descend 1500, Egypt. So I see in US they have a tendency of having those approaches start way lower. We usually start at 3000 in Europe, which gives you more time to do everything. Obviously you can just continue at 3000 and intercept the glide slope, no problem with that, and have more time, but well, we'll just do what states here. So that's Miss approach for localizer here. And we have me go around altitude. Well, decision altitude, 200 feet above runway, which is 247. And then Miss approach point is a distance 2 from ICAO. So that's where we follow the Miss approach procedure. Right, we have the ground speed table. We don't have the distance table, which is a bit slightly unusual. There's also alternate misapproach holds. 247, half mile, circle to land, not authorized east of the runway. MD 520, but we're not doing it, just reading it in case we need. Copy left side, medium approach lightning system. I forgot how this expands LSRR. Right, 247, so I'll keep that, and this disconnect pilot below 415. So I think I need to remember 415. Actually, we'll be looking through. I'll be scrolling. Oh, you're not seeing anything. No. I know. I have been setting the VR, and that's when I lost you. Sorry for that. So UPP to Baika, Veki, Egypt. Veki descent 1500, Egypt. Right. I think I'm ready. How far do we have to go? I don't know. As soon as we pass this point, I'll see. Also, I can open up the flight plan here and we'll see that 16 miles. And check the meter. Altitude 3005, so let's set this up. That is set here and also here on the backup instrument. Right, that's set. Cool. Kona traffic number 225 Victor X-ray, 15 miles inbound in from Papa for ILS approach runway 17, Kona. Right, I think the localizer will tune it automatically. I will tune it on the nav tool, so I have it 109.7. So that's in there. That's active, so I can pop up those those bearings. Nav 1 here and nav 2 here. Perfect. Eat that zombie! Welcome, welcome! Great to have you! What it do? How are you doing? We're flying over Hawaii from Honolulu to Kona. We had the first deconstructive from Hawaii. So pretty nice. There's the big Elan trying to follow me or just flying around there. And we're landing somewhere around there. It's been quite a trip. I just reviewed the approach, so we're somewhat ready. Also, I didn't mention, so I'll configure the plane for landing here on this leg between Vaki and Egypt. Right, we're almost there. Let's see how far to Uniform Papa. 10 miles. Alright, we're getting there. Good stuff. Also, since this part of the route, I need to go back to IFR low, and it's flight level 054, so we can already descend 6000, right? I'm off to bed. Ciao. Dearest Town, thanks for stopping by and good luck controlling. Please let me know when you're controlling. I'll try to jump sometime. Nice seeing you. Bye bye. Have a good night. Alright, so we can descend 6000. Pre-select altitude, vertical speed, and go into descent. I'll keep this throttle setting so we can do it a bit faster. Maybe I need more than 550 per minute. Let's do 1000. Shouldn't be a problem. Descent. We can descend pretty fast. Not so much with the climb. Not a fast climbing aircraft. This is. Right, I'll keep the approach chart ready. We accelerated to the whooping 150 knots. Amazing. 5 miles to go there, and we will commence the approach. Let's have a look outside when I still can. Alright, so it's pretty big island actually, and this super high mountain, it's somewhere there, so you can barely see it. Miles to go until you hear about Papa, and then that's when things will start happening faster, I hope. I like having the flight plan here so I can easily see what's coming up next, but I don't like it blinking, so I'll just press it. It should work. Also the... I think I forgot to select the approach. ILS-17, enter via Inform Papa. Right, that is just in time. Minimum barrow 247, so that's 250. Enter, and we need to go to activate. Activate, yes. Right, there we go. Inbound. Next point, which is 11 miles from the VR. So even though I have the GPS, I'm still trying to keep track what's going on and also have the regular instruments readouts. So I'm tracking the DME here. We can descend 5,600. Pre-selected here. Think the heading. Vertical speed mode and down 1000 feet per minute. Alright, so we are flying this leg now. I think we are still off the chart, so the VR is off the chart, so it's not showing up. Oh, now we're on the chart. Also, it has the Morse code, which you can listen to. And go to the comp panel here and select the nav one, and we should be hearing it. And VATSIM should, we are not hearing it. Never mind, that's 5,600, 210 that we're flying. Also here, if you're flying this manually, this diamond is super helpful, so it shows your track and you don't need to guesstimate your wind correction. Right, once we get here, we'll descend 4,500. Also, I will report on the VATSIM that we're flying there. On a traffic November 225 Victor X-ray on ILS approach runway 17, Kona. Maybe I should have set fast in from Papa. Commencing ILS approach runway 17. I think that would be a bit better. Anyway, we're okay. Oh, do I put on the glasses? I'll put on the glasses. So I will not reset the view. Actually, I still need to configure the aircraft, so maybe I'll put the glass on, but will not be much of use then. I think I'll put them on once we are established final track and I start configuring the aircraft. Right, maybe I put them on too quick. Not the most comfortable thing in the world, and you can already see the runway there. Why it's less comfortable today than last time? I think just the stripe is not lined up great. Yeah, now it's a bit better. Alright, fair enough. Okay. So we passed that point and we are on the next leg, which means we can send 4,500. Select the altitude. There we go, vertical speed down 1000 feet per minute. If in doubt, that's my favorite vertical speed because you will not trigger any TARA for anyone below, and it should be should be okay most of the time. Also, it's more than 3 degrees, so should put us below wherever we need to go on time. Here's the V, which shows the vertical path we may be following, but I'm doing this manually. We'll keep doing this manually. 500 to go. Oh no, how do I identify the point? The ILS is not receiving, which is strange. It's tuned in, but the DME is not showing up. Right, now we're on bound on final track, descent 3000. On a traffic number 225 Victor X-ray, 10 mile final runway 17, Kona. I'm not sure if it's 10 mile, I just guessed it, but yeah, it looks like 10 miles. Right, descent 3000. So select the altitude. Vertical speed down 1000 to go. I'll put on the glasses, but I'll keep the view for you. So we are still seeing everything. I'm trying to look down so I see only the runway. I put the feet back on the pedals. Also in this plane you should have your feet on the pedals all the time, because when the engine fails you need to react instantly. Alright, sync the heading. It should actually, I think it will switch to the ILS once we pass Egypt, since that's the final approach fix. And I'm not sure what we're having on the ILS, and I forgot to set it up. Perfect. So 109.7. Right, let's go to heading mode, switch the DI here to localizer. It's there, and the glide slope. Oh, we're on the glide slope actually. Right, so we can descend 1500. Put the vertical speed down 1000. And I'll start configuring. So fuel pumps on, landing lights on. Drop forward. Alright, throttle idle. I will be flying this a bit manually, so I want to be fully configured before I need it. And I will do flaps takeoff approach today. Why is the DME not showing up from the localizer? That's borked, I think. It should be showing up here, I believe, or did I miss something? It was showing from the VR, so it's not showing from the localizer. That's super strange. Right, 1 to 2 is gear speed, so speed check, gear down, speed check, flaps takeoff. Want to keep 84, so I will add some power so we stay above 84. Actually, let's go down to the white arc. Now that we don't have the DME, it's a bit weird. Should be having the DME. Right, gear down 3 green. Glide slope is almost there, so I'll disconnect the autopilot soon. I forgot I was in the heading mode and didn't arm the approach mode. So let's capture this localizer and start the descent. I need something like 500 feet per minute descent. Localizer alive. Final check, landing gear down 3 green, prop forward, carb hits off. Alright, I don't have time to set the ground out yet, also I'll try, which is 5000. We're above the glide slope. Autopilot is disengaged, so that's good. A bit fast here, but that's not an issue. Alright, correcting glide slope, correcting localizer. And we're 1000 to go, 100 to go, 250, 700 to go. Now we're below the glide slope. No. $600 to go. On localizer, still below glide slope, so let me correct that. We are on the 1 dot, so that's the limit. Since we're close, it's correcting pretty fast. Right, not super stable approach. 500 to go. $400 to go. $300 to go. Correct localizer, correcting glide slope. 200 to go. Come on, glide slope. No, I got below it. That's bad. Right, we got so below the glide slope, I should have gone around, but I don't want to end the stream now. So I'll continue from here, and that's the minima. Look out, there's the runway, there's a palm on the approach, fantastic. Right, we're high, reducing throttle, actually flaps full. We're over the runway, so I can slow down below the blue line speeds. I went idle there, so that's why it slowed down so much. I'm adding some power. Right, throttle idle. Pull it, pull it, pull it. Right, that was a bump, and down we go. I also forgot to move my feet up. Is there a taxiway here? Something is botched with the grass. Right, that's another taxiway. There's taxiway Golf next, so we'll vacate there. Great smooth touchdown, but I did bounce and it was on the center line. Oh, it's not showing the bounce here actually. Interesting. Going to the Golf. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I should have looked for the line on the runway. It's a bit weird. The line wasn't also aligned partially with the center line. Flaps up. Strobes off. I forgot the landing lights. Oh, they're actually on. Taxi light on. Fuel pumps off. Right, so we are good. Kona traffic number 225 Victor X-ray vacated runway 17 Kona. Where do we go? There's that zombie there, so that's where we go. In the Cirrus. I still haven't flown the Cirrus. I need to try it. I've heard it's pretty okay. Right now after the flight, I'm not used to the slow speed, so I'm taxing super fast. That's not great. I'll try to correct a bit. Where are the zombies? Seems a bit far, but we'll get there. Oh, this is... yeah, we do have the scenery from Microsoft, although the taxiway level seems to be a bit off here. Maybe I don't have something installed that I should have had. I don't know. I'm not sure where you are. I think you're on the other side, so I'll go a bit forward and try to go there. Oh, there you are. I see a plane. Right, so I need to go between those hangars and then I'll get to you. Okay, so we do taxi on the next one. Also, I forgot to check the airport diagram when I was preparing for landing. I usually do that and then I know what to do, so I totally missed that part. Should have done it. Absolutely should have done it. I think 24 knots is a bit too fast for this aircraft. Anyhow, in the sim, you don't feel the speed so much. Is that where you are? Or have I missed it? No, where are you then? Oh, we're behind the hangar. Alright, so that's going great. Just need to clear this little obstacle. I wonder if it's the same for you or do I have something not installed correctly because I'm linking and unlinking the packages. As I please. Okay, I think it's me then. Great. So stepping on the brakes, I'll just park wherever. But I think something is wrong with my scenery. Right, parking brake set. Taxi light off. Transponder standby. Go back. And we can start shutting down the plane. Right, cool flight. I did enjoy it. I will take the IFR glass off. Right, what do we do? Avionics off. Right, I'm thinking avionics off. Crossbus off, fields off. Hit off. Autopilot master off. Ignitions off. Fuel selectors off. Right, that's done. Now, nav light off. Master off. Have I missed anything? Seems too easy. I think that's just it. Hey, cool flight. And the backend instrument also off. So that zombie, I think my scenery is misinstalled or maybe have something freeware. I don't know. I just have the airport, but I don't have the full Hawaii points of interest. There's a slim chance they have some leveling down there, and I simply don't have it right. I don't know. I think for the end scene, we'll just go somewhere further, because this doesn't look great up close. Actually, yeah, I would like to have a view so that I can have me and you, but I'm gonna do that. I need to go up pretty far. It looks like something's definitely amiss with my scenery installation. Well. Where do we go? I think I'll just keep it like that. That just hides all the problems. Alright. Cool stuff, we arrived. Oh, so let's disconnect from VATSIM, because before I cause any trouble. Also, I shouldn't really. Oh, disconnect. It's been a good flight. I actually enjoyed it. We can have a look at Volanta. Oh, the center is back? Is it then? It's back, but they didn't call us. I think, yeah, they just came in a few minutes ago. Alright, fair enough. So that's our flight, we can go and review it. Here was the little mishap with me trying to restore the engine. The interesting departure, so now I know what the departure was about, simply because there is this mountain here. They need us to turn pretty fast. And I didn't read the details, so that was a bit of a miss. We visited all the islands and got to the Hawaii Islands. Alright, it shows 2 landings, but the other one is just the one the bump I have done. And the first one shows minus 58 here, and we had 95 in the game. Alright, cool stuff. Cool, thank you for playing along. Next to hangout, I'll go out and play the outer period, so I will hide for a moment, unlock my chair, get in the right position, and play it on the guitar and bass for you. It will take 10 to 15 minutes, and then we'll go trade someone. So, hang on, I'll be back in a second. And I'm back, everything's working, perfect. So let's kill the music, put the background with the birds, and let's do it. Yeah, we need to turn on the guitars, here they go. Here's the drum, and here comes the guitar. It's been there behind all the time. That zombie flying, good job. And that's the loop completed. Yay, we did it. That zombie, have fun flying here. It's actually a very nice place. But I'm still surprised what happened in my delivery. Right, let me see who's up, who we can raid, so stick out for just a bit more and we'll go for the raid. Alright, checking. Oh, there's Peter Mooney, we hadn't raided him in a while, so let's do that. I think that's gonna work. He's flying the TBM, so that's probably gonna be fun. Thanks for the stream, you're very welcome, the BK line. Alright, thank you all for coming. Chewy, thank you for the raid. Thank you, that was so nice. And good to see you back. Thank you for flying along, Nicodine, that zombie. I think that was the two of you flying along. We can also still see you flying that zombie, so nice. I really enjoyed the flight. We had person from Hawaii there, so deconstructed. Thank you for coming, that was very nice of you. Actually, I'm not sure I can remember everyone who was on stream today. Bristan, the controller, the BK line, that zombie, Nicodine, and doing the naps and playing with the cat. Roscoot, thank you for coming, Roscoot. We had Lukaila, Free Armadillo from Australia, that is nice. Sky Command. Hey, so many people. Alright, I scrolled to the top of the chat icon. I must have might have missed a few. Right, next week I will do the stream on Monday and then we'll back to normal schedule. I need to stream on Monday instead of the Wednesday, so I remind you on Discord again, but we'll be on Monday, 18:00. I'll let you know on Discord what we'll be doing, and I'll see you then. Right, let's put up the raid. I'll go to Ness and Sims TikTok to you. Hey, cool flight. I do like Hawaii, seems like a nice place. And the IFR is cool. Right, let's go raid Peter Mooney, go server highs, and I'll see you next time. I'll be on Monday. Thank you for coming, thank you for hanging out, flying along. Bye bye.